What's the difference between being a president and CEO and being a dean?
I think that's a great question, right? A dean has operational responsibility for all the academic matters of a university or a department, right, at a university. A president is the ultimate representative of a university, and the CEO has to call the shots when it comes to some of the business decisions,
Mm.
right? And I think what's very special about Frankfurt School is that the role of the president and of the CEO is actually combined in one person, right? Because I mean, that is something that is pretty unusual for a higher education institution.
You also mentioned being a president of or a professor of strategy.
Mhm.
Do you still teach?
I sometimes teach. I'm going to give a guest lecture tomorrow in our MBA class because I really love teaching. But it's very, very difficult to do both things, right? Because, I mean, if you want to do a good job at teaching, you really have to prepare. Really have to make sure that you are up to standards. And I tried this during the first year of my presidency, but it was very, very difficult because I was in this meeting that ended at 1 o'clock, and then I had to go down to the classroom, start at 1:15, right, start teaching. And you was constantly were thinking about, okay, this could actually be time that you have to spend on some of the more pressing problems, right? So when I became president, I first of all made a conscious decision to stop my research. I mean, very much into research. This is something that I really enjoyed. But back then, my intellectual mentor already told me, Niels, nobody's going to care about your next strategic management journal, right? That also told me very clearly, right? You have to shift your priorities. And that, unfortunately, right, also happened to my teaching, right? So I'm giving lectures, I'm giving off-the-cuff talks that I really enjoy. I really enjoy being in the classroom, but you have to have your priorities straight.